Stampers, this is Marie Bennett at blackberriesandcream.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I was going to use this card that I got in a card swap from my group in Idaho. This card was made by Janet Baker, and you can look at Janet's products at janet@stamppeddlers.com. But I was going to use this card for an inspiration to make another card. And it's a beautiful card. I love it, but I'm not getting anywhere with the inspiration thing. And so I thought, well, my problem is I really can't think. And so today, the video is going to be about what you can do when you just really can't think. And so what I wound up doing was creating some embellishments that I could put on cards when I can think. And these little images were made using, let's see, this was Perfect Plum and this was Wisteria Wonder ink and a Petite Petal stamp. And then the next thing I'll do is use my Petite Petals punch and punch those out and save them. This paper is not a Stampin' Up! Product. This paper was a sheet of photo paper that I ran through the copier, and I had this strip left over, and I've seen ink, alcohol ink, used on photo paper before, but I thought maybe the Stampin' Up! Water-based ink would work, so I gave it a try, and I'm really happy with the results of these images. So I thought that I would just kind of give you some ideas for what you can do when you just really can't think, but you do want to play with your Stampin' inks. And so I'm just going to try out a few things. I'm going to use this same stamp in lots of different ways and use this same punch, the Petite Petals punch, and we'll see what kind of mess we can make on a day we can't think. Okay, so I've used the Perfect Plum and the Wisteria Wonder. I had a scrap of smoky slate, and so I tried stamping smoky slate onto a piece of smoky slate cardstock, and that was the image I got. I don't know if you can see that. It's very, very faint. And there may be some applications where I would want a very faint smoky slate on smoky slate, but I really didn't like it today, so I didn't make very many of them. And then after that, I stamped Wisteria Wonder on smoky slate. And actually, it turned out looking, you know, dark, but not purple. So I like the Wisteria Wonder on the smoky slate better. And then I stamped some Wisteria Wonder on this old retired DSP that is smoky slate. On the back it looks like little chevrons, but I used the polka dot side and stamped Wisteria Wonder on there, and I really like the way that image turned out, so I'm going to punch it and see what the flower looks like. Alright, so there's the Wisteria Wonder on the smoky slate polka dot. I like that. I just have a huge box of scraps that I can play with, so if you have a strip of designer series paper left, don't throw it away. Keep it and use it sometime when you're bored, or like today you can't think. Use it to make some card embellishments that you will use later. It's always nice to have these on hand, and this is a good way to use that waste paper that otherwise you would throw away. So don't throw them away. Save them for a day when you can't think. Alright, so I have one more piece of this photo paper because originally it was just printed down the middle and I had 2 strips left on either side of the paper. So I'm going to try Blackberry Bliss just because my ink or my stamp already has Elegant Eggplant on it, and so I won't have to wash my stamp for the Blackberry Bliss because the Blackberry Bliss is a much darker shade of purple. Ooh, it almost looks black on top of this photo paper. Beautiful. I don't think I'll ever throw another piece of photo paper away again. I really like the way this looks. And you can see that it's permanent on there. Oops. I got my camera on the tripod upside down, so now instead of working off the camera toward me, I'll work off the camera away from me. Anyway, you can see that this watercolor ink makes a permanent image on this photo paper. Really cool. And very, very vibrant and bright color. Of course, down here, where the light is so bad, you really can't tell how vibrant it is, but it's very nice. So I'm just going to stamp a row across there, and then I'm going to wash my stamp. I have a wet cloth here, and I'm just going to wash it off and do some Tangelo twist and see what the Tangelo twist looks like on the photo paper. Okay. I like this Blackberry Bliss color. This will be the last year for it because it's an in color from last year. Ooh, look at this. I don't know if I wish I could get a good image down here. This is just beautiful. You got to give this a try. Use your photo paper scraps and your plain old Stampin' Up! Ink pad. I might try using it as a card bait or a card front and see what it looks like. Okay, there you go. Now I'm going to punch all these out. You don't have to watch me do that, but this Petite Petals punch I just love because on a day when you can't think, there's no special way to line it up. It's all of the petals are equal. Then if I wanted to get away from get this white off of there, if I decided on a day I don't like the white border, I would just take a sponge dauber and my Blackberry Bliss ink and daub around the edge and see what that looks like. In fact, I think I'll do that. I'll be right back with my dauber. Okay, so I have my Tangelo twist first. Of course, the longer you daub, the darker the edge would get. But you can compare. Gee whiz. You can compare the two images and see which one you like better. And in fact, you know, you might like one better for one application and another better for another. I'm losing my mind. I can't keep on camera no matter where I put the camera. Alright, so here's the daubed and here's the undaubed. I like them both. I think it would just depend on what I wanted my card to look like. Try it with the Blackberry Bliss. It's really pretty with the Blackberry Bliss. I might daub all of the Blackberry Bliss. Okay, I don't know if you can tell how beautiful that is, but it really is pretty on this photo paper. I think I just discovered my next favorite best thing. So if you're having a day when you just can't think, spend some time doing stuff like this. Thanks for watching and happy stamping.